I'm raising 4 boys, all under the age of 8.
Whoa!
And
Are they all
yeah.
Are they your bio kids?
Yes, sir.
Can I just hold on? Can I pause for a second and just say, God bless you, man? That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Dude, your food bill has to be amazing.
Seems like their favorite meal is steak and pretty much heavy meat eaters. So
I was going to say, their favorite meal is everything.
Yeah, by a long shot. Yeah, that's a good sized bill for sure.
You may want to become a farmer just to grow your. Okay, go ahead. All right. So, what's your question?
Yeah. So, for the last several years, my wife's family, she's a stay-at-home mom, has been persuading us to come live with them on their family property. There's a dual benefit there. There's a benefit of older folks living on this property that can get some help with the younger generation, helping them with their living situation and help keep an eye and keep the house going. My biggest thing was I'm raising 4 boys. One of them, and my oldest, really doesn't like change all that much, and he struggled a little bit. We were homeschooling for a while, then he went into public school and struggled for several months, emotionally. He's a really athletic, smart, kind kid, but just had a hard time with it. But then ended up towards the end of the year, turn it around. I have one other kid who had some developmental challenges, and we went through a lot of hard years, but he's on the other end of that, and he's striving and thriving and doing a great job. And my biggest concern is just, it looks like it's going to happen. I have a lot of concerns, and I'm learning on the fly a lot. And this is a lot of people look and think that I have it all figured out, but I'm constantly assessing the situation and making sure that I am not doing something that's going to affect them long term, because I've had a lot of issues with my home life and my past, my upbringing. So my big concern is just to give these boys who are going to be men one day the best possible outcome I can. Yeah. And it's really the only thing I think about every single day. So.
Awesome, dude. Let me tell you this right now: your kids are your boys are going to be great because they have you for their dad. A father that is even asking the questions you're asking means they're going to raise good boys. Good on you. Okay. And let me tell you, I don't know any parent, myself included, that thinks they're doing a good job, that doesn't immediately look at the things they wish they could do better.
Yeah.
And so let me just hear me say directly, my brother, well done. Well freaking done. Okay. Kelly's clapping for you too. She's clapped for me no times in my life, and she's clapping for you. Okay. Well done, brother. So
thank you.
Let me back out all the way, and I'm not going to ask a bunch of questions about why. Like, is this a financial move? Is this good? I'm assuming that you and your wife are in lockstep with this is going to be good for us to move into this family. We're going to help out your in-laws. You're going to help out grandparents. You're going to also it's going to be it's going to be a win-win-win. I'm just going to assume that out the gate. Is that cool?
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay. So let me back all the way out here. You've got a pretty cool situation ahead of you.
Yeah.
You have 2 kids, 2 of your oldest and your second oldest, who have faced change before, and it was very uncomfortable, and then they ended up being successful. So they have a lived experience with that discomfort and the joy and strength on the other side of going through something hard. And they have a lived experience of mom and dad walking alongside us, whether it was trying to find the resources for special needs, whether it was being comforting and supportive at athletic events or whatever. They got to see them, they got to experience going through hard stuff. Mom and dad never bailed on us. And at the end, it worked out. And so with those two, that's where I'm going to lean on. We've been here before. I know it's painful. I've seen you experience this discomfort and walk through it. And we're going to be right by your side like we were last time. And I know it's going to be hard. And you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to be heartbroken. You're allowed to be frustrated. All those things are right and good. 8-year-old son, good on you. And so I want you to know those lived experiences are going to be your roadmap for what comes next. All right. Now, here's the bigger thing. And you said it better than I could have said it. You are raising 4 future young men, right?
Yeah.
What more amazing opportunity could you give them than to demonstrate through word and action? We're going to take care of our elders. We're going to take care of their property. We're going to walk alongside them. And everybody's going to have jobs and responsibilities. And you talk to each one of them about what that might look like. And even if there's money involved, even if it's a little bit of money, that you begin using, hey, let's say there's horses. Like your horses are going to X, Y, or Z. Your mowing is going to. Your cleaning your kitchen area is going to be spotless. Like you begin to give them purpose and autonomy in service of older folks. I think that's amazing. So when I think I've talked about it on the show. I'll put it out there. In 5th grade, when my son was in 5th grade, we moved out into the country, and there's some awesome folks that live across from us that have a 30-acre horse ranch. It's beautiful. It's an amazing place. But I wanted my son to, A, experience working with other people. B, I wanted him to get outside when it was hot and learn how to do stuff. And C, these people are about 10 or 15 years older than us. And so I want him to help people that aren't us, right? And now my son is 15. He's going to be a sophomore. And now he works for them full time. It's amazing what he's learned. And they've been so great with teaching and coaching and supporting and all. So all I have to say is those lessons your kids will learn in service to their grandparents, to family, to older folks, to learning new skills that they're not going to learn in a suburban home. All of that is going to make them into amazing young men. And so I'm all in on that, dude. It's the important thing here is going to be highly intentional and highly purpose-driven.
Yeah, I've read through the book, The Intentional Father.
Yeah, it's an amazing book by John Tyson. Yeah, excellent, excellent.
And since going through that book several times, I realized I've kind of applied without really knowing a lot of that, because it feels like a lot of things that I've had to learn, I had to be intentional from the get-go.
That's right.
I didn't, I had a very turbulent childhood. I moved maybe 30 times by the time I was 16, and my father passed away very young, when I was very young. So I honestly really didn't have a male role model for a long time.
Yeah. And
so I guess even instinctually, I realized that things I were doing were already with intention, because I needed to figure it out. And my job that I do is very high stress, very it's a very good job. It's the career I wanted. It's a dream job, but I deal with a lot of, it's a very men heavy profession. And so in my pursuit, I guess, a lot of the things I've learned were just from, older generations and people teaching. It's a very cultural, traditional environment that I work in. So it really picked up a lot.
And that's the icing on the cake here, is your kids are going to get to learn and pick up things from their grandparents.
Yeah.
They're going to get wisdom that they wouldn't normally otherwise get from anybody else. And I think that's amazing. I think that's perfect, man. And so if you and your wife are aligned on this is going to be best for our family, we're going to get to take care of our aging parents, this is a good move for us financially, this is good for us, then I'll tell you on its face, your kids don't get a vote. If an 8-year-old knows we're not moving or taking a new job or helping out grandma and grandpa because I'm going to be uncomfortable for 6 months, that the weight of that decision will crush a child. They can't handle it. And so saying, hey, this move is happening, and you're going to play a huge role in serving and loving grandma and grandpa, and I know this is going to blow your life up, and I hate it for you. And you get to be sad and angry and frustrated, and I'll be right here with you, sturdy as an oak tree. And I'll be here with you. I'm going to take you out to breakfast every week. I'm going to go to a concert if I can get away and take you. I'm going to model this for you, but I know if you have to change schools again, I know, man, I get it. It's the worst. Making new friends again, it's the worst. And I've seen you do it before, and you saw me and your mom walking right by you, and I'm going to walk with you again. And so we're going to paint this as the awesome opportunity it is, and we're going to also honor that 8-year-old's feelings, and then we're going to model for them going to do the next right thing. And I got to say it again, my brother. You are embodying changing your family tree. That's what this is. You are changing your family tree. And moving 3 times is different than moving 30, but I know for you, moving at all just harkens back to when you were a kid and you find out we're moving again. We're moving again. Your kid's discomfort, man, that's part of it. My daughter changed schools last year. I'm still hearing about it. And I'm watching my child blossom in front of me. It was the best thing ever. She's 9. She's supposed to be upset about stuff, right? That's fine. It's knowing with your wife, we are doing the next right thing for our family, and we're not going to blow off our kids' feelings. We're going to sit in it with them, and then we're going to model for them what's the next right move.